Hey y'all, how you doing? So, this is your goddess guru, Tara Omilade, here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. Today is April the 18th. Hallelujah. Tax season is over in the United States. At least it is over for me. I made it. I survived. Anyway, I'm just having a little fun with y'all. I'm back for my second video today. This is a pop-up video, just like 45 was a pop-up video. I am going to get to the wisdom, but I guess I'm just sort of catching up on things I think about that I want to share with you all, but I haven't shared with you all. And unfortunately, y'all say a little prayer for my son. My younger son has had a cold, hasn't been feeling well. And so that's one of the reasons I'm making videos, because I'm not in the middle of homeschooling. But it is giving me an idea of what life will be back like this summer when things slow down a little bit. So I see now I actually can do this on a regular basis when I am not homeschooling. So anyway, Afro-Talk. Why more people of African descent need to share spiritual wisdom. It's just something that I've been, chewing on. I know I'm sure I've chewed on it for a long time, but wisdom is wisdom, and spirit is spirit. 2 days ago, I talked about the polarity and how we need to do more to understand that what are seeming polar opposites are really one and the same, because there's only one reality, one divine consciousness. And so, this polarity is real. I forgot what I was saying in going back to the other day, but it's just something that I have noticed as I listen to different people talk spirituality. And it's something that I sort of gotten an attitude about in the past. It's like Africa is not mentioned. And if it is mentioned, I don't know. It's just some things that we're looking for, those of us of African descent. And I listen to people share astrology, for instance, and, I'm soaking up the wisdom. And then I come back and I share it with you all. And I know all of us can listen to whoever and get whatever, but sometimes the examples that they use, like Lada, who I adore on Astrolada, she was sharing wisdom about like the ages, the epochs, what was to come, and how a lot of, like the most evolved societies will come out, guess what, from her side of the world. And I listened to the Leo King, and I don't really know where he stands politically. He can see both sides, it seems like, but he's watching. He mentioned the other day he's watching a documentary on Trump, which I can understand. Somebody might be interested in understanding who is this person for whatever reason. We are where we are. And using certain examples, and I understand this man has risen to this level where folks will be talking about him more than perhaps they talked about him before, which I see videos made years ago, long before he ever made a bid for president. People are constantly talking about using him as an example for good or bad, But, just thinking back and listening to some of the examples that the Leo King uses in, describing astrology and all that kind of good stuff. And I just think culturally, I can't even relate to that. It's like, how do we help ourselves understand you can do all? You can be all. When we know that we have this thing within us that makes us feel like, but society though, always trying to put their foot on our neck. it's something that is in our mind. It's something that perhaps we've already dealt with. We've transcended. Good for you if you have. But it's just sometimes it's like the perspective, the views that from which people look. I think I can't relate. I would never look at a Donald Trump documentary. I mean, I don't care what he's doing now. Never before have I cared anything about that man. I don't care, you know? And then to help us make sense of where we are as people of African descent here, wherever, here in the United States or wherever, okay? Because there's a lot of us all over the place. I think that there's a special application that happens that is in effect for us. And who better to talk about this than us? See, this is why we study to show ourselves approved, because we need to get this wisdom to share with one another to help get free. Yes, what I'm learning from these other astrologers, and I don't just listen to Lada and the Leo King. I will listen to anybody. If they don't bore me, I will listen. But I know for a fact that we need somebody to take the wisdom that is universal and apply it to the consciousness, the mindset of people of African descent, because nobody can really get to us and understand us like us. Then there's the substrata, you know. So my friend from Haiti, she has one way of being. This woman comes from a place where it was like all black people, you know. And though there are things that we can relate to, like that light dark skin thing with black folk, that's an effect in Haiti too. Sometimes she's like, I don't understand why you think the way you think, because, you know, I'm from the USA. And so we had a whole different experience here. You know, just like when I talk to people from different places, when I talk to Africans, and it's just interesting to see that we all have sort of like our own ways of being, and we need a special application. And this is why more of us need to be doing the work to learn so that we can share with one another. So I just wanted to get on and say that today. If you feel like you have a message that you want to share, that you need to share, then please, by all means, do your work, do your personal studies, and share what you know. Because there's nothing like someone of African descent sharing what we know, because we understand each other so well. It's nothing like it. More of us need it. And, you know, if you can infuse what we know for sing, and it's something that I have committed myself to. So I really appreciate you all, and I wish you a great day. Please like the video. Please share the video. And if you need divination, you can go to goddessbodymindspirit.com and go to the spiritual readings tab to find a reading that can help you. I would be more. Thank you. Peace.